To throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much, but I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number one, including himself.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
You look at this Buffalo defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On first down, they go with Mostert again.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
The Colts at 8-8 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Pickett now on first down.
Pass incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Pickett back to the air on 2nd down.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question because that was just a simple drop-off. But he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of it. A huge result there to flip the field, and what was a fair...
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Chris Olave
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Bills put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
Well, here we sit, Week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary.
After review of the play.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
19. Ready?
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You look at this Buffalo defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
A gain there of 21 yards.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now, we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Micah Parsons.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it. And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Pickett will look to throw it here.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first. 7-7, our score after one. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. He's into space past the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Travis Kelce, 41 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Kevontae Turpin now to return. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Colts. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. They begin the drive with Williams. And fights through one man. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Oh, and that is incomplete.
If you're going to take a shot downfield 2nd and 1, it's a perfect time to do it. If you're going to be in heavy run defense, you should have good windows to throw it downfield.
It looked like there was something there right after the snap, but the defense able to recover. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on first. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
Here's Tommy Townsend now
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Indy set to go on offense once more. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there, it was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, they'll run it with Mostert, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Flush to his right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now 2nd and 3.
Come 19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone because there's not enough reaction time off of the tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills.
They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Olave holds it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here's Pickett.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin White, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Now Pickett.
Throw left side on target to Thielen. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen, broke off his pass rush, and then got back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on.
And now two problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Speedster Raheem Mostert and the rest of this offense out to start the drive.
He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their mobile quarterback in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
It's a gain of 2, and it will be the final act of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the Lions who were able to come away with the home victory. Ramondre Stevenson, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And things didn't work out for them as they fall to the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. 34-28, the final score. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Dak Prescott over 300 yards passing in the victory with a couple of touchdown passes as well. Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half, and to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Out come the Bills now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, They're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Pickett back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
Olave over the middle. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now we'll give up the middle to Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Pickett lost it.
And the Colts pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they're trying to preach.
Quinn Miners, 3rd-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty. They'll run right side with Mostert.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off play action, Pickett.
Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Pickett.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
They'll throw again with Pickett. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
First and 10, here's Pickett. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second down and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Pickett to throw on first down.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now here on EA Sports.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a timeout as they tend to the injured player. And not the man they would want to see. That's Chris Olave getting medical attention.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown, Bills. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Pickett will try to throw for this.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. And that incompletion means his streak is over there. He'd hit on 9 straight passes.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
He's got it at the 15. A big play there for Indy. 46 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
2nd and 9.
Back to throw here. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Pickett's throw here pulled in by Lazard. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Pickett will look to throw it here.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Here's Pickett.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And we got an injury here. And I believe, yes, that's the wideout, Adam Thielen. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw taken in by Valdes-Scantling.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, 41 yards.
And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right.
He'll swing this out to Mostert.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. 2nd and 3. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season, and in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
It's complete, Lazard.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Looking to throw here, Pickett. Complete, Valdez-Scantling.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Now Pickett. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10.
This is Lazard with a catch out left. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he's going to have a Colts 1st down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Forced out to his left. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, Howard should just about put a capper on this game. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield, try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead is up to 14. 5 plays there on that drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose. But you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
One final shot for Pickett. Got a man, that's Lazard. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Indianapolis,
they finish above